Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final matchup of season 20. Bringing to you, we have the veteran finals, the number 8 dump trucks versus the number 2 ravaging rays. Joining alongside me again, we have MD on the desk, and producing is our infamous HUD-X. MD, how are you feeling after that last series?
Well, a little tired. There was a lot going on in that game. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, cool. It ended quick. I always like to see a bit. I guess a bit of a closer series. I would like to see a little bit of a back and forth. Will we see a game 7 for the vet final? Who knows? But we'll find out real quick.
I would definitely love to see a game 7 in the vet finals, especially because this is the last matchup for RSC season 20. So let's get over to the team stats between both of these teams. Looking at the season stats for the team, you have the dump trucks with a 35-29 win-loss ratio, and the ravaging rays obviously with a very dominant win-loss ratio, 47-17. And believe it or not, they are number 2 seed. So the number 1 seed obviously having more wins, which is absolutely just mind-boggling out of any team in any tier, especially in a 32 tier in a 32 team tier, is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's insane to think that despite their win-loss record, that they're only the 2 seed. So I have no idea what the 1 seed came in as. But as we look across the stats, once again, kind of similar to the last series we just played, Ravaging Rays are coming in as the offensive powerhouse. I mean, 223 goals on the season against 159. I mean, you're kind of expecting Ravaging Rays to just be all over dump trucks, but obviously they worked really hard to get here. So hoping they could put up a good fight against just the offensive firepower.
A good fight indeed, especially coming in number 8 seed into the finals. Obviously, you're beating teams that are high above you on your side of the bracket. So the fact that they were able to make it all the way to the finals, obviously they did something to be able to make it work. So going over to the player stats for the dump trucks, you have Ace Cosplays, Pullis, Depressed Vibes, and Super Cruise on the team. You have Ace Cosplays, obviously the team captain for the dump trucks, playing 64 games on the season with 58 goals, 180 shots on net. One thing to really point out here, looking at these stats between both of these teams, MD, I said HUD, my goodness, MD, yeah. So what's crazy is that both of these teams are shooting above 30%, which is just mind-boggling, especially with some of these players playing a lot of games. It's hard to do that. It really is.
It's definitely hard to stay consistent over that many games. I mean, Ace Cosplays looks like Ace played every single game this season. So managing to stay over 30% shooting percentage after playing every single game is absolutely insane from him. And then across on the other side, you have nickm, who's only missed 4 games, but still 36.68 shooting percentage is an insane stat across 60 games total.
Even 73 goals on the season too. And even looking at his assists, he has 52 assists. This man's just all over the field. I'm actually really curious about what his save stats are, but just being like that offensive, like powered, is just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, especially, you know, him being a team captain. That's my boy over there. So props to him and kudos with those season stats. But enough of the player stats, enough of the team stats. This is the playoffs. This is the moment of truth. Will the Ravaging Rays dominate the dump trucks, or will the dump trucks make them get a flat tire and prevent them from winning a championship? We are going to find out as we jump into game 1 of the veteran finals. This is the final matchup of season 20, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
A little bit of a slow start already, but as soon as I say that, the guys decide to get just up it into the air. Depressed Vibes misses the ball here. Ace Cosplays maybe taking control. No, Depressed will clear it away. AK with a shot already on target. Zava is there, looking for a double tap, maybe getting the second touch. Almost gets it over Ace Cosplays, but unable to do so as Ace will clear this away. Zava looking for a pass to AK. It gets cleared downfield. It's an easy touch. All Nick has to do is control this ball. Immediately is 50 by depressed vibes. Ace Cosplay is barely missing the touch here. Nick gonna pass this to AK, who's gonna put it off the backboard, maybe looking for a second touch. It's cleared away by depressed vibes. Already looking to be definitely a high-flying game, as these guys are just putting the ball up into the air. Got any predictions as to maybe how this game will go there, Wicked?
I don't know. This game one, you know, it's always the game one feel. You know, you're on stream. I don't know if it's your first time playing on stream. We talked about it last series with the cast, you know, with the stream jitters. But it's one of those things where both of these teams it's a feel out phase. You know, so and I almost went in feeling that ball going in the back of the net. And Nick M has to run back here. He's last back. But as I'm saying,
oh no, it's a shot.
How are you gonna say nothing now? This is just a lot going on right now. Depressed Vibes in the corner, getting a slaughter of a shot, missing the ball initially, but he sets himself up for success and gets a crazy angle for the first goal for the dump trucks.
I 100% thought that was going to be a pass across to Ace Cosplays, but
wait a minute.
Wait, guys?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was going on over here? Were they trying to do a fake play here? Oh no, we saw that last series. Who was that Super Cruise going for the ball, and he just unfortunately double jumped instead of flicked forward, and that just gave this game to reset back to 0. And just an unfortunate turn of events, and almost another unfortunate turn of events as Ace Cosplays almost own gold, and AK keeping it in. Ace Cosplays bringing the ball downfield, maybe giving it to Depressed Vibes. He gets a good redirect, and it goes in the back of the net with 2 defenders. No, not having boost, and absolutely, I have to agree with you. What a shot by Depressed Vibes.
Ace Cosplays giving Depressed Vibes the perfect touch, and then just managing to sneak it by both defenders, both Zava and Nick, unable to get to that ball. They retake their lead here, but thankfully we don't see any more kickoff shenanigans as Super Cruise does manage to get to the ball this time. AK is challenged immediately by Depressed Vibes. Depressed trying to get the ball through Nick, unable to. Ace Cosplays is there. Waterfalls in front of net. Depressed Vibes gets a second touch, unable to put it on target as Zava will clear this away.
He wasn't able to put it on target indeed. Trying to hunt for that hat trick early in game number 1. Nick M taking it across, gets demoed in his efforts. Depressed Vibes here to take it up. Doesn't get a second touch on the ball. And there's a big whiff that comes out, and it looks like Nick M was coming off the demo and jumped forward, leaving the ball in the net open for Super Cruise to take that downfield. And where was Nick M going? Super Cruise just absolutely destroys him. And now the dump trucks are up 3-1.
Dump trucks are showing that they are absolutely not scared about the offensive firepower that is coming out of the Ravaging Rays here. Absolutely making a statement in game 1. Zava's going to have to try to clear this away. It's right into Super Cruise's hands. Super Cruise looking for a pinch across, manages to get it. Bumps Nick M on their way out. Ace Cosplay is able to get a touch, but falls right to AK. Depressed Vibes has to slow this down. Drops it. It goes right to Nick M. Ace Cosplay is going to clear this across. Anybody there? No. Zava is there for the first touch. Gets 1. Looks for a demo on 1. Manages to get Super Cruise out of the way, but nobody is there for the second opportunity. So AK is going to try to put this across. Leaves it for Nick M. A touchdown! It's off the post and out. An unfortunate turn of events. Nick M absolutely wants that shot back.
Wants that shot back indeed. He's definitely hating himself over that. He had what I like to call the Monster Mash curse, RNG, where you're hitting the ball off the post. And now he's whiffing, and Zava's taking the ball and trying to set it up for Nick. Nick gets dunked. What I'm noticing out of this game 1, what the dump trucks are doing super well is they're shutting down that mid game. They're looking for those opportunities in the midfield, taking boost, and literally starving out the Ravaging Rays as AK is trying to figure out what he wants to do with the ball here. Depressed Vibes comes in. Again, this man's just all over the field here. This dude's going crazy right now. He has no boost. He has to rush back. Super Cruise gets a bang downfield, looking for another shot. Depressed Vibes there yet again in the midfield. This man's just doing his work in the midfield, MD.
Nick's going to try to pass this across. It bounces between everybody there. Depressed Vibes is bumped away from this ball. Ace Cosplay is looking for a touch, whiffs it. So Nick M is able to come in, gets a 50. AK is already running down the field. trying to take control, manages to 50 it into the middle, but no one's there, so Depressed Vibes will clear this away. Nick has little boost, trying to do anything they can. Ace Cosplays reads it the whole entire way, says no thank you, we'll send it downfield. Depressed Vibes pinch out to the middle, no one there for the follow-up touch. Ace Cosplays will put this off to the side, AK is there. Ace Cosplay is able to get the win. Nick is going to try to clear this away and does, as Depressed Vibes will once again come flying in, just staying on top of the ball. Nobody able to get this ball away.
Coming down to the last 10 seconds here in game one, and the dump trucks coming in at number 8 seed, setting a demanding statement here in game one. And the Super Crew is looking for a demo, and Zava able to take his time in the corner, maybe get a shot down, but no, it gets cleared away. And now you have the dump trucks taking game number one here in a dominating fashion. And this is getting a little spicy. We might have a series on our hand here, MD.
I'm excited to see exactly how this is going to play out now. I mean, they're just obviously, as a thing that we casters say all the time, stats do not tell the whole story. Obviously, you can go based off of stats and say, oh, well, Ravaging Rays on paper should hand over fist put more goals into the net. But as you can see, Dump Truck said, nah, screw all that. We're coming in. We are here to win. And they're putting Ravaging Rays on notice.
Definitely putting the Ravaging Rays on notice. And they're looking for the opportunities that they need. And the Ravaging Rays just have to take a breather here and think of, just think like, okay, we don't want to go into this game, being how dominant we have been all season, according to paper. We're playing against a team. The dump trucks showed them that, hey, we're not a team to be fooled with. They only got that goal off of a kickoff mistake by Super Cruise. So that's kind of something to think about too. So we'll see what happens going into game number 2 as we about to get game number 2 started. All the players and members of both teams coming onto the field on Forbidden Temple. And here we go. Let's see what the Ravaging Rays can answer back with a win of their own to tie up the series.
Honestly, I always forget kind of how pretty this map is. Like, it's honestly just a very pretty map for this game for like no reason.
For sure, dude. And I have cherry blossoms tatted on my body, so it's like one of my favorite maps just because of the due fact of cherry blossoms on the outside of the trees and everything with a Japanese setting. So nickm here, he's going to take this ball downfield. Starting off game 2 early, looking for a dunk, does not get dunked, gets denied by Super Cruise with no boost. Zava gets a big 50 with no boost himself. nickm on the right side, he's going to take his time with the ball, jump off. Maybe looking for something spicy here, trying to go beast mode there for a second. Zava unable to make contact. AK does. nickm's already up. He's going beast mode here, and he hits the post again. We saw that last game, unfortunately. But he's starting to heat up here a little bit. He's starting to warm up. I think one of these balls that he's trying to tightly squeeze into the net are going to fall here sooner or later.
Fourth man. Oh my goodness. Super Cruise. What a dunk coming up from that man there. AK was trying to take control. Super Cruise says, nah, I'll just take the ball here, and absolutely sends it clanging into the net.
What's absolutely crazy about that dunk is that man had literally no boost. No boost, no problem. I'm still there. I'm going to weight room you. Drink your protein powder, bud. I'm here in your face. As Ace Cosplay is looking to get a flip reset. And that gets denied by AK. And there might be an open net opportunity here for Zava. Can he get the double? He does, but it gets denied by the defender that got demoed in the backfield. That's a little miscommunication issue there, as nickm was not expecting a doink from his teammate. Zava there, able to clean up and reset shop here for the offense of the Ravaging Rays, but it quickly gets denied.
Oh, what a touch!
And, oh my goodness! And nickm in the air going beast mode. You were waiting to see it, ladies and gentlemen. He was eventually going to hit one of these banger shots, and he does right there to tie up the game 1-1 in game number 2.
Nick just barely managing to get that by Super Cruise in the air. Depressed Vibes had no boost, unable to clear the ball away. What an absolute banger of a shot from Nick. Nick has been trying to get a ball in the net. That's a good bump. Nick has been trying to get a ball in the net for a long time now. I mean, he's been just trying to get it in there. Finally managed to get one to fall. To commit here, Depressed Vibes is going to put this back on target, but AK is there. Unable to get the boost as Ace Cosplays comes rushing in. Nick misses the touch here, leaves it for Zava. Zava pops it over Super Cruise, trying to get it over another. Fakes the touch, pops it over another. 50s with depressed vibes. Ball does not fall into the net. nickm tried to turn it in, but unable to do so. So AK will take control, pops it over one. Ace Cosplays is there, resets it to corner. Zava's already there, gets it over his head. Depressed vibes there. Nick getting a touch. AK will take control, possibly looking for a second opportunity here. Slows it down, manages to get through depressed vibes on the 50. Zava is up. 50's it below. Can they finish the shot? Depressed vibes unable to get the ball out. Zava will pick up a goal here.
A goal himself. What a little dunk there too. The ball rolling in at 24 miles an hour with the goal explosion of magic. He magically managed to get that ball in to go back in the net. It was absolutely crazy of a shot. And now the Ravaging Rays finally have their first lead in the series.
Demo comes out in the corner. Super Cruise.
Yeah, Demo does come out from Super Cruise. And he has no boost in the back too, but now we're seeing more offense on the Ravaging Rays as AK manages to beat one defender. nickm banging the ball back in. Does not make contact with the ball on the second time. Depressed vibes is being all over the field. And out of these 2 games so far, AK gets a good 50 in midfield. Gets the mid boost too, gets another donk. And nickm just absolutely gets booted out of the way. Has to rush back to help his teammates on defense. And now Depressed vibes trying to set something up, but it gets denied by Zava.
Oh, what is Nick doing here? That is a heck of a read coming out from him. 2 players up from both teams now. Zava's going to try to take control, but unable to get it through Depressed vibes. nickm's going to rush in. Depressed vibes will flick it over top. Looking for a pass to Ace Cosplays. Oh no, what an unfortunate touch. AK did not want to put that into the net, but it goes flying into their end.
He puts no problem in the chat. What a crazy man right there. He had no boost, flicking forward, and was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Sinking. Oh, where did he just go? Zava has to make a save, and he does. And Ace Cosplay is there to rally that ball back in the offensive side, looking for bumps and demos, and he gets 2 bumps. AK manages to keep his cool, calm, and collected on the defensive side, and there's a big whip that comes out. And Super Cruise coming out from out of nowhere, blind spot of Zava getting a 50, but it does not matter because the ball is still on the side of the dump trucks. nickm looking to set something up. He's been going crazy beast mode moments in this game number 2, as that's a double commit that comes out in Ravaging Rays. And MD, I'm seeing out of this game number 2, a lot of these players are double committing on both sides of the pitch.
Oh, what a pitch!
Oh, it almost went in. That would have been crazy. But again, it's like, are these teams nervous? Are these players still nervous? They're trying to figure stuff out. I have no idea, but there's a lot of double commits and everything in between. We should have a lot of more goals than needed.
Oh,
but there's another goal that comes out on the side of the Ravaging Rays by Zava this time. And the dump trucks have a late lead in game number 2.
Zava was just trying to clear that ball out. I think Zava actually connected with Nick. Nick might have had that ball cleared out, even if it was just a soft touch. It kept the ball. It was going to keep the ball maybe just far enough away, but unable to get the ball cleared. Dump trucks will take the late game lead. Zava has to maybe get a touch here. It's a shot on target. Avoids the demo. Zava still managed to get the clear. Super Cruise misses the touch. It's pushed out by Depressed vibes. Shot to the corner and misses. Zava's there, looking for a second touch. What a save by Ace Cosplays, managing to drop it down, and dump trucks will take game number 2.
They take game number 2 indeed, and a lot closer there for the Ravaging Rays. Unfortunately, though, they gave up 2 goals in this game number 2, a crucial win needed to tie up the series. With own goals, they own goaled. It was just unfortunate turn of events there for them, and it's one of those things where you don't want to panic on your side of defense, because that's what happens to have with those own goals, is you panicking on defense. So with Ravaging Rays on defense, they kind of just need to take their time and focus on one person going for the ball and getting the best touch possible for your team, instead of trying to rush the ball to get out of your side of the field.
I do think a lot of what the other problem is too is I'm seeing a lot that Ravaging Rays, they're using a whole lot of boost. And it just seems like anytime that a ball has fallen into their net, it's usually off the back of someone not having the boost to get the second touch. I mean, AK was flipping to get back. Ball just happened to get pinched right into him. Zava had boost, but Nick was already up in the air, low on boost, trying to get something going to at least clear it away. But if anything, just right now, the Ravaging Rays need to watch their boost totals because they are doing a lot. They're using so much boost all the way across the field.
Agreed. Boost management is definitely a big factor when it comes to winning games, especially at this level in veteran. So we'll see what happens here. We're getting into game number 3. Let's see if the Ravaging Rays can answer to get their first win in this series. As nickm tries to rally it up, leaves it for AK. AK looking to set something up, and there's another double commit that comes out on the side of Ravaging Rays, and this ball is going to get cleared out. And now they have to reset on defense and try to set something back up on offense as AK unable to make contact with the ball. nickm bringing the ball downfield. This man has been doing a lot with the ball. He needs his teammates to both work with each other to get more consistent touches on the ball, and they also need to watch out for these double commits because they're kind of going back to what they did in game 2 with all the double commits.
I absolutely agree. Depressed Vibes looking for a pass, but nickm's able to read it. Super Cruise puts it right into AK. nickm there gets the redirect, puts a shot on target, but Depressed Vibes is able to clear that away easily. Depressed Vibes going for a second touch, manages to get it through. Super Cruise, the shot is right onto nickm. nickm was there, but Zava will clear it away. Everybody committed on the Ravaging Rays here. Finally, AK will boom this downfield to try to give his team some space.
Trying to give his teammates space indeed, but the dump trucks are just all over the place. They're not giving them space at all to breathe, and they're definitely punishing those double commits.
What a shot!
Zava there with boost, and he had a player trying to bump him out of the way, but he said, "That's fine, dude. You know what? I'm gonna just score it in your net." And what an angle there by Zava, and he puts the first goal in game number 3 in a well-needed goal for the Ravaging Rays to get momentum here.
Needed to do something. Finally getting through the net once again. I mean, they, like we said, they had that early lead in the last game, but they just gave it away with own goals. So hopefully now they're able to kind of settle the nerves a little bit, and they'll be able to play the game that they know how to play. Super Cruise is going to clear this downfield. nickm is going to try to maybe move downfield, gets a second touch, has the carry, runs out of boost, looks for a 50. Depressed Vibes is there. Super Cruise and I believe that was AK come together, so nothing going on here. Nick misses the touch. Ace Cosplay is looking for a 50 into the net. Unfortunately, unable to get it. Super Cruise looking for some demos. nickm is up, able to clear the ball away, but Ace Cosplay is there for the read. Nick has plenty of boost, can just control this ball, flicks it over one, needs to get it over another, does. Zava is there, just needs to finish the shot, unable to do so. It's off the post. AK is up, but runs out of boost. Shot opportunity just falling just out of the wayside.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Cruise. Super Cruise managing to beat the whole...
crazy.
Super Cruise managing to beat the whole defense one-on-one. Gets the touch off the sidewall, goes for the second reset, pre-flips into it. What a shot from Super Cruise. And we're already back to a 0.
Absolutely, and we're getting to the halfway mark, and the dump truck's tying it up. Staying cool, calm, and collected throughout this series thus far, and it just seems like they're kind of beating out the Ravaging Rays mentally. You know, the Ravaging Rays, they have the mechanics and the skill set to be able to pull this series out, but it's just the whole mental game just seems like that's the bigger factor here in the series, with the dump trucks just beating them out mentally. And there's a big demo that comes out. Super Cruise looking for another demo, and this is a shot opportunity. Ace Cosplay is unable to sneak the ball into the left bottom corner, and nickm up, doesn't have any boost, looking to steal some boost, in which he does, but the ball's coming back and they have to reset for an attack. Ace Cosplay is putting a shot on net, unable to secure the ball into the net, and now we're seeing more, and this is probably another opportunity. And it just seems like the Ravaging Rays need to change up their offense a little bit, because they've been sending their third man up super fast and super hard, not sitting back. And that's what's causing them to lose a lot of these 50s. They're losing a lot of 50s off of, you know, bad touches and whatnot, but they're also leaving the net wide open for the dump trucks to just shoot the ball in.
They're also kind of just they're throwing the ball away a lot, and while sometimes that could be a good strategy, I mean, if you're looking across the field, you notice that dump trucks are just sitting super far back because they see that Ravaging Rays are just throwing the ball away. I mean, you can't always just play boomer ball. Somebody needs to take control here and slow the play down and make dump trucks come to them if they want to at least change the pace of this game.
Definitely agree, and it just the dump trucks are playing like the Gentlemates did back in the first major back in RLCS this season. They were playing super patient. That almost got squeaked in for the Ravaging Rays. As I was saying, the Gentlemates managed to win Stockholm off of playing super patient off of G2. Because G2, they were playing a lot of boomer ball, and the Gentlemates were able to take their time on the ball and be able to look for opportunities to come in. And this is going to just roll in, but Depressed Vibes, sitting back just like they've been doing all game and all series long, was able to prevent that ball to go squeaking into the net. And we might have an overtime here in game number 3. Ooh.
Looking for an overtime. Oh, somebody just needs to put this in the net. Oh! Nick able to pass it right down to Ace Cosplays, and we have another game ending off of own goals. Nick, that ball would have hit the floor if Ace Cosplays wasn't there. We would have went into overtime. But even though it was an own goal, what a shot.
What an absolute shot indeed. As I was saying, nickm is going a beast mode right now. What a self pass to himself, looking for that double tap, and he gave the dump trucks a little taste of their own medicine with an own goal of their own. And now the Ravaging Rays are finally on the board, taking game number 3, and the series is tied. Not tied, I'm sorry. The series is now 2-1 on the side of dump trucks, but now you're seeing this win, and this should be a momentum swing for the Ravaging Rays. They need to take this and know to stay cool, calm, and collected throughout the rest of the series, because the dump trucks are still playing in your face. They're not going to probably let off the gas pedal going into game number 4.
So I'm looking at the stats real quick, and dump trucks, they actually had more shots on net, I believe, if I'm reading those numbers correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, they had more shots by 1.
Yeah.
So even though they were out shooting them, they just weren't able to turn balls into the net after a while there. There was just back and forth defense between both sides.
As somebody said in the chat, they're bending the goalpost, and they keep on hitting the ball off the post and not sinking the ball in the net, which is costing them a lot of goals that you were seeing that registered as shots to go in the net. And it just seemed like, looking at the team stats from the season, that was something that they were struggling to do, to sink the ball in the net. But either way, they're winning the series, and we're getting to game number 4, starting hot with a double commit again on the side of Ravaging Rays. Ace Cosplay is looking for a flip reset, gets denied by AK, and this ball is going to go in. It's just an open net for Super Cruise, and he's able to get a tight angle of his own and getting an early lead in game number 4.
Wait, where was everybody? So Zava went looking for boost. I think Nick also went looking for boost. Just nobody was back. Somebody had to be, at bare minimum, at least back post there to prevent that shot from going in.
Agreed. And the dump trucks are starting off hot yet again. They've been doing it all series long. Zava here, maybe trying to get a momentum swing, looking for a flip reset. Does run out of boost and gets denied. nickm there to get a touch, doesn't get one. Zava is rotating through. AK there to get a save. Not able to recover properly. nickm side flips, but that's okay because Zava's there. They probably communicated that, looking at it. Super Cruise runs out of boost. And now the dump trucks are finessing for boost. They're trying to figure something out. Zava has a lot of boost here. Can he get a double tap? And no, the ball floated over the net. Nobody there to sink the ball in. And now we're seeing offense here for the Ravaging Rays. Can they keep this up? No, they cannot. Depressed Vibes clears the ball downfield, and the Ravaging Rays have to reset here on offense.
nickm is up.
Ooh.
Leaves the ball for AK. There's a slight double commit there, but they decided to back out. Super Cruise has the ball. Zava's going to pass this to the other team. Nick has to get a touch, manages to clear the ball away from the shot. Super Cruise is there. It's going to roll down off the backboard. 50s with, I believe that was Nick he 50 with, or it was AK, one of the two. Could not tell off that angle. Nick's going to try to take control, sends it downfield. It's right into Super Cruise. AK is going to try to take this ball, unable to do so. It's right back into Super Cruise. Zava misses the touch here. Nick has to get something. It's back across the middle of the field. AK finally will clear this away, but it's once again just right into the hands of the defense.
Yeah, the defense indeed, and especially with the Ravaging Rays playing their defense, they're kind of rushing touches that they need to clear the ball out. If they just take their time getting the perfect touch that they can as best as possible, even if you get 50, that's fine. You'd rather play a 50 than try to rush something and miss the ball completely and leave your teammates open. That's a double commit, though. The ball might be open, and Super Cruz there just to deny in the midfield. He's been doing super well lately these past couple of games, getting more involved in the midfield with depressed vibes. Ace Cosplay keeping the ball on the side of the Ravaging Rays. A little mistouch by AK, but Nick's there to take the ball away from him. He gets a good beat down on one defender. AK there with full boost, looking to keep the ball in, maybe set something up, passes to nobody. Zava's kind of chilling out. They're taking their time again more. They're trying to play that bait out boomer ball like the dump trucks have been doing too. They're kind of trying to get in their heads a little bit maybe, but we'll see what happens here. We're coming up to 2 minutes left in game number 4, and what are your predictions here with the Ravaging, not the Ravaging Rays, the dump trucks being up a goal?
Well, I'm thinking that dump trucks are maybe, Nick going for a shot opportunity. Ace is able to clear it away, but I do think dump trucks are going to be at least looking to secure maybe one more goal just to give them a little bit of a safety net. Ravaging Rays are absolutely sending the house, trying to at least get the ball into the net. Zava finally taking a soft touch to try to take control, but pitched it away by Ace Cosplays. AK will put this into the corner, but it's right into Ace. Another shot coming out from Super Cruise. Zava's able to send this downfield, needs to get it through depressed vibes, unable to. Nick's going to send this off the corner. Zava is demoed in the backfield. Ace Cosplays will clear this away, and now depressed vibes has it, gets a 50 with Zava. Ace Cosplays comes in, gets a second touch, but sent all the way downfield now. Nick just has to send this possibly to the middle, unable to get the second touch. Super Cruise will leave this for Ace Cosplays and set back into the blue half once again. Depressed vibes backflipping there. Nick M has full boost. Second touch, gets it off the backboard. Zava's there, does not get the shot on target. I believe it was just barely caught by Ace Cosplays there.
AK there denying the midfield. They're trying to get something going here. They have a minute left. They need to get this. They need to get a goal in here soon rather than later. Nick M there. Can he go beast mode? The ball gets behind him. Unfortunately, he's looking for a 50. Maybe the press vibes able to beat it around him. And there's a big team bump that comes out on the side of Ravaging Rays, but nobody there on the side of dump trucks to punish that. AK gets a clear over 2. The press vibes sitting back. He has no boost, but he gets a beat over 1. A really good touch too. Good time killer there as well. Zava trying to get something going, but Super Cruise again denying in the midfield. A demo comes out. AK bangs the ball downfield. 16 seconds left here. Can the Ravaging Rays get a goal?
Oh, what a touch.
They have an opportunity, and oh my god, what a save by Depressed Vibes. A good power of friendship play there on the side of dump trucks. 5 seconds left.
They just need to waste time.
And a good waste time indeed. And there's a big bump that comes out. Oh my goodness.
AK was bumped in the background.
He was bumped in the back half. They sent somebody up forward to just bump the crap out of the third man that needed to come in to make a play to keep the ball on the side. So good call out there for the dump trucks to take game number 4 and put the Ravaging Rays on match point.
So now we're on triple match point. I definitely expected dump trucks to maybe go for a second goal there, but it seemed like for a little bit there, when they realized that Ravaging Rays were maybe not playing the game that they wanted to play, they kind of just slowed the pace down and forced Ravaging Rays to basically just waste time. They just eased down that clock to just take control of this game.
What's absolutely interesting. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm kind of intrigued. I'm wondering. I don't think we're gonna see any switches here. It looks like Ravaging Rays are gonna stick with this lineup, so they must be pretty confident that they could come back from this.
That's exactly what I was just about to talk about. I just saw the Ravaging Rays are all readied up. They didn't make any switches, which is absolutely interesting, especially being on triple match point. Maybe you could try to switch something out. I mean, like I said, you lose this game, you're done the season. So this is all or nothing. You got to make that reverse sweep. Can they do it? They are at their home turf in the Aqua Dome here, going into game number 5. Can the Ravaging Rays make this comeback? We're going to find out. Let's get this game 5 kicked off. Sitting off quick, super hot, looking for bumps. AK, no boost, trying to take the ball up. nickm, he's up. He's trying to go beast mode here yet again. He has a flip maybe, but leaves it for Zava. Zava maybe looking for another touch. Leaves it for Nick. Nobody wanted to make contact on the ball. Depressed vibes taking his time. nickm was falling for a 50. He managed to get one, but it doesn't really work out for him. And now they have to reset again on defense. nickm up, looking for a shot on net. Oh, and what a save by Super Cruise. And now we're seeing the Ravaging Rays unable to sink balls back in the net. Oh my, I almost ate my own words there for a second. I might still eat them. nickm there. Ball's floating up. Can somebody sink it? No. AK keeps the ball in. Demo comes out from nickm. Hits the ball back in. AK looking for demos too. It just seems like the Ravaging Rays are trying to change up their playstyle here, looking for more demos and bumps to open up the dump trucks.
Ravaging Rays are... Oh, what a pass from Super Cruise to Depressed Vibes. Depressed Vibes reads that perfectly from Super Cruise. Super Cruise just able to bounce, get a slow roller almost. AK just slightly missing that touch here, trying to commit, but Nick was already up, and you just hate to see that. Ravaging Rays are just kind of scrambling for anything at this point.
Definitely. I mean, just seems like the...
Oh, no.
Super Cruise there with cosplays, making a big play of himself. A good team play, too. Setting up Super Cruise for the 1-2. Here you go. And Super Cruise puts the second goal in game number 5 with security. All the dump trucks need to do is hold on this lead, and they'll have a championship under their belts. Which is a crazy stat too. None of these team members have a championship. The only person in this lobby is Nick.
Well, the Nick is definitely looking to try to at least take a second championship here. Maybe just needing to bring his team out. I mean, that is team captain over there. It seems like there is some a little bit of strife over there in the comms. Just everybody seems to be falling all over each other. And as I say that, Zava to AK, and AK will put one into the net.
They finally needed to get something on the board, and they managed to make that happen. Super Cruise looked like he didn't know who was touching that ball because Zava and AK were both on top of each other. So good communication there between Zava and AK to figure out who was going to shoot the ball in the net. This ball's going to get 50'd in the midfield. AK, a little pop, beating out Ace Cosplays. And nickm trying to get a 50. He's trying to squeeze one in. Zava hits the ball off the wall. AK gets a demo. nickm, he's there. Can he get a touch? No, he does not. He gets 50'd. And now the dump trucks are on the offense again. They're trying to shut down this Ravaging Rays team like they've been doing all series long. And AK gets a good bump. Can nickm bring this ball downfield? He takes his time, gets a flick over one. Can he get a flick over another? Gets a bump.
Got the bump.
He did, and nobody on the side of Ravaging Rays wanted to play off of that bump and put the ball in the back of the net. Depressed Vibes just taking the ball downfield, and that's a mistouch. nickm passing it to one. Wait a minute, there might not be a mistouch. Looking for a bump, and unfortunately not able to get the ball in the back of the net again. Just goes off the crossbar. They're getting so unlucky. They're bending that crossbar in a big double commit and a good save, power of friendship. And the Ravaging Rays managed to keep this game within one.
I don't agree with Zava just banging the ball away there. Zava had a lot of space. Could have just controlled it and at least forced dump trucks to come to them. Now just dump trucks are once again just all over the Ravaging Rays. Half Ace Cosplays managing to 50. Super Crew standing tall. Nobody able to get through that, man. Super Cruise has just been on the side of every single 50, and the ball just does not seem to get through him. Nick with a shot. Ooh, Super Cruise managing to pinch that off the post.
Super Cruise coming in a big way again on defense. Somebody in chat said call him Stonewall Cruise, but he's all over the place here on defense. Zava keeping the ball in, gets a good double. Can he get the ball to go over? No. Depressed Vibes there to bid at 50. He had no boost. AK with no boost himself. Cannot get a double tap, and Super Cruise again denying the ball. Ace Cosplays bangs the ball up. Zava gets the read in the midfield, keeps the ball back on the side of the dump trucks. Can nickm set something up? He does. Gets a touch in the corner. AK going up for a 50. Zava jumping with no boost, and we were talking about that a couple games ago. The Ravaging Rays wasting a lot of boost to set stuff up. And this might be a setup
that should have been a shot.
It should have, and nickm not able to body them.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's a good squeeze in there by Zava. And AK and Zava clicking again to get the second goal to tie this game up late in game number 5. A well-needed goal for the Ravaging Rays.
Absolute insane placement from Zava there. Depressed Vibes and Ace were both there in net. It goes just flying over Ace's head, who did backflip. So now we have a tie game here. We'll have to see if Ravaging Rays are going to manage to stay alive here, or if Dump Trucks will send this game away. Ace cosplays the shot. It goes across the net. nickm has the 50, manages to actually get through Super Cruise, winning a 50 for once. Super Cruise finally losing something, but again, just ball just stays in the Ravaging Rays half.
Yeah, and nickm there have to, with all the boost that he has coming off the ceiling, he's going beast mode. And Depressed Vibes hits it around 1. He gets demoed for his efforts. Ace Cosplay's there. He's going to set something up for Super Cruise. Super Cruise has a full boost on the other side. Ace Cosplay still with boost. Hits the ball over 1. What are the Ravaging Rays going to do here to get out of defense? Can they do it? Yes, they can. AK gets a 50, but Super Cruise there to keep the ball back in. 1 second left. Can the ball stay up? No, it doesn't. We have overtime in game number 5 on Aquadome.
A golden goal opportunity. The series can end right here, right now. Can Dump Trucks put this away, or will Ravaging Rays manage to get a goal here and stay alive in this series? Match point here. Ace Cosplay is doing everything. Nick finally pushes it over the top. Everybody commits here. Ball just still dangerously in the Ravaging Rays half. Finally, Zava's able to get the ball out. Pops it over 1, gets a second touch, maybe looking for a pass, but no one's there, so Ace Cosplays will take control.
I think one thing that's really starting to hurt the Ravaging Rays a little bit is they're not following up on their teammates' touches that are trying to set something up downfield. AK puts a shot on net, gets saved by Stonewall Cruz, and Depressed Vibes there to get a 50 in himself. Zava with no boost. AK takes the ball away. Nick just absolutely denies him in the midfield, pushing that ball forward. AK gets the ball. Ace Cosplays. Look at me. We get a double here. This would be crazy to end the game. Depressed Vibes there. Cruz there. Gets bumped by Zava. Can Depressed Vibes hit it back in? Stonewall Cruz there. I'm calling him Stonewall Cruz now. I don't care. AK in the corner. No boost. Zava leaves it for Zava. Zava puts it over 1. Keeps the ball in the corner. Tries to get it cleared, but gets denied by Stonewall Cruz again. Stonewall Cruz and Depressed Vibes on the side of Dump Trucks have just been absolutely crucial for this team.
Oh, a team bump.
Team bump comes out. The Ravaging Rays are just all over the place. They're trying so hard right now to figure out an offensive posture and get the ball in the back of the net to prevent the Dump Trucks to win.
That was a good pass from Super Cruise. Try to get it up to Depressed Vibes. Depressed Vibes unable to make the touch. Zava will clear this ball downfield. Nobody upfield now for the second touch. Nick gets the boost, but gets demoed for his efforts. Zava's able to get a 50 here. AK's low on boost. Depressed Vibes has it. Has to get it around 1. Can he do it? Gets a 50. Unable. It is off the post. nickm is able to clear this away. Super Cruise hunting for demos. Gets the demo, but the shot goes off. Oh no, that was a perfect opportunity. AK's managing to clear this downfield now. Super Cruise and AK both low on boost. And the ball finally clears away. nickm has control, looking for a second, gets it into the middle of the field. Ace Cosplays will clear this away.
AK was last person back. He went super early. That's an open net for Ace Cosplays. And Ace Cosplays weight rooming AK in the midfield that had no boost and managed to get a shot on net. And now the Dump Trucks have won Season 20 Veterans Finals. Your veteran championships are the Dump Trucks. Holy
cow.
Oh my goodness.
And then Super Cruise. Oh. All right, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way. MVP Super Cruise. Absolute monster on those 50s.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, but I'm also stuck between him and Depressed Vibes because Depressed Vibes super early was setting a big tone in this series where he was all over the field setting getting those 50s that we were talking about Super Cruise was getting late in the series where he was 50ing Depressed Vibes was 50ing in the midfield, and keeping up midfield pressure and preventing the Ravaging Rays to get anything going on offense. They were just in their face. They couldn't get a posture going. Anything that they had going was just off of, I don't want to say pure luck, but it was, it worked, I guess you could say, but the press vibes and Super Cruise, Super Cruise coming in late in the series with his midfield pressure and posture, it just worked super well with him and the press vibes. They were doing super well shutting down that midfield. And I honestly believe I think that's the reason why the Dump Trucks made that big playoff run coming in 8th seed, and they got a championship out of it. So kudos to the Dump Trucks, and also kudos to the Ravaging Rays. The Ravaging Rays, they had a phenomenal season, being dominant the way they were with their win-loss ratio. So I have to give kudos to both teams. But if I had to pick an MVP, MD, it would have to be Super Cruise, just because of the impact that he made late in this series with the pressed vibes and shutting down that midfield, and even just being a striker in that sense too. And even being on defense too. He was just all over the field. It was just crazy.
Yeah, Super Cruise was doing everything that they possibly could. I kudos to him coming in, like you said, like late in the season. Just absolute monstrous performance. The chemistry between him and the rest of the team was just on fire tonight. Dump Trucks were absolutely lights out from start to finish. It was definitely a closely contested series, despite it being, a 4-1. Now that I think about it, did we get any? How many other Game 7s did we get across finals? Did we get any? I know we had one in Prem.
So, so Monday? I know we had a Game 7. We had 2 Game 7s on Monday back to back, which they were absolutely bangers. Especially the Elite Finals. The Elite Finals, that Game 7, it was a 0-second goal that tied up the game and went to the overtime. It was absolutely just mind-boggling. If you have not seen those finals from Monday, I recommend you go into the RSC channel and watch the VOD back, because if you're a big playoff fan and you like those Game 7 overtime feels, those were 2 banger series that I got a chance to cast. It was absolutely insane. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of Game 7s that we had during the season, during the playoffs. But unfortunately, we didn't get any Game 7s tonight. We had a sweep, which was crazy. But, I mean, we have a Cinderella story here. You have the Dump Trucks coming in at 8th seed. Everything's against them, and they took the pressure that on their shoulders that they had, coming in at 8th seed, and managed to win a trophy out of it. So kudos to the Dump Trucks keeping their composure through this series.
Absolutely. GG's to Dump Trucks, GG's to Ravaging Rays. We're going to go ahead and get signed off for the night. So I am MD. I was joined with the fantastic Wicked. It was a great, our first time casting together. It was an absolutely fantastic time.
Awesome.
It would have been Taz in the background, but I believe Taz had had the tummy rumblies and was not able to make it tonight. So we had HUD X with us. Grateful to HUD for everything that he does. Also, gotta thank, I believe Boog made everything as far as the hype chamber is concerned. So kudos to him as well for all the work that he does in the background. It's been a great time casting this season. I'm glad I got to get back into casting this season and had a few good finals, a few good match days. And it's just overall a fun time. Do you have anything you want to say, Wicked?
Yeah, definitely. I have to just give a shout out to the RSC community. You guys are absolutely amazing. I had such a good pleasure casting games for you guys this season and being able to cast some of the playoff games as well. So I enjoyed doing it. You guys are phenomenal. This is Wicked, aka Wicklebean, for any of those Wigglebeans that are out there watching the stream. HUDX, we appreciate you for everything that you've done for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up season 20. We're going to see you guys in season 21.